guys, you join me here, Snow86, and we are back on Ballyspring. So, unfortunately, we are towards the end of February, and yep, we ran out of grass. So we have enough feed to carry the cows for most of today. Well, if not for the complete entire day, but after that, we are out of luck, guys. So, we have rang the local farmer around the corner, and he has a few bales first. Oh, caught the corner there. He has a few bales, thankfully for us, so we're going shooting down here to pick up, I think it's 16 round bales. We paid him nearly 6,000 euros for this. So, hopefully that's enough to carry us through till, I'm hoping it'll probably get us into mid-March, and we'll probably then have to look at getting the animals out a little bit earlier on grass than we were planning. But yeah, I think it's just the way things are going to have to go for us. So this is the entrance to his farm. So we'll just swing up here. And yeah, we should be able to back into the shed, load it up, and all going well, we'll be laughing after that, guys. Well, I hope we're laughing. If not, we're going to have to pay probably another maybe 3,000 euros to carry another 8 bales. And yeah, we'll have to see, will he have any more left for us? So, oh, he's even kindly left the lights on for us, so we know where we're going. This is our bales, and he is sporting round bale, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of an old 3-point turn here just to get ourselves in. It's in our tight yard here, isn't it? No, we'll have to go a little bit more forward, I think. And we started off in the wrong direction, which is always helpful. So we should be able to go back here. We'll enable the auto load feature. Hopefully our trader will pick them up. It does, thank God for that. And I think that is us with 16 bales loaded, guys. So we're going to get back to our farm, and yeah, we'll just start the unloading process. We'll take our time. We've got quite the wide load on here today. If I just look behind me, yep, it's quite the wide load. So we just take our time. We don't clip any trees, hedges, that kind of stuff. And yeah, we get back to the farm, and we'll park the trailer in our bale shed, which is surprisingly empty. Well, we have a little bit of straw left, but even that, they're consuming straw pretty well as well. We've fed them maybe 4 bales in total over the winter, so it's not bad. We still have a bit of straw left, and we'll be able to replenish that again this year because we'll have a wheat harvest, so that's worked out rather well for us. But yeah, the grass could have been a fatal mistake. Baling all that into silage and forecut. Completely forgot myself. But look, we've paid the price for it now. Obviously, we made the money on that silage, so it wasn't too bad, I suppose. But yeah. Now there is something new on the farm as well, guys. It arrived during the winter. Basically, yeah, it's the easiest way to put this. We bought ourselves a new telehandler. So we've changed from the JCB. It didn't last long on the farm. What we found with the big bucket we have is that we were very light on the rear, and we were loading out the manure, which you'll see the pile of manure here shortly. Yeah, we were just catching issues where we'd kind of tip off the rear wheels, and it's not ideal. So we've changed out, gone for the Merlot, and brand new to us, brand new in fact in total. And yeah, we'll see now. We'll swing around here. I don't think I have anything in the way, so I'm hoping I can make this turn work. Oh, tight. So we're just going to whip it around the corner here with a lot of bales on. And yeah, I don't know where I left the Merlot. So something like that might do us for now. So we'll jump out and we'll go find the Merlot. I think it might be up here where we were unloading manure. And indeed it is. And when I say we've collected some amount of manure, guys, it look at that for a pile of manure. It is rather impressive, and we've been trying our best to tip it on top as much as we can. But yeah, what we were stuck for was a little bit of rear weight, which the Merlot has. So I think it's going to work out to be a good investment for us. And I think we're more or less sorting out for loaders going forward. We'll just quick release the bucket. And we'll have to feed a bale directly to him straight away, I would imagine. Probably going to be crying out for it. I think we're that low on food supplies that I think that's going to have to happen pretty straight away. And you can see the space we have here in the shed. It's impressive. And we have a fair turning arc. Now, one thing I forgot to do was unload the trailer, so we'll do that quickly. Let's run up here to the tractor, and if I jump out, enable my HUD, because sometimes things like this just don't work out. I need to start the engine before I can do anything. We'll unload bales here, and poof. So that didn't work. So what we'll try this time is unload bales, and we'll just shimmy him to can we get a little bit further? That's the max. Yeah, we'll go there. That nearly didn't work either. So what we can do now is pull our tractor and trailer forward a little bit, just get it out of the way. And hopefully we've made a little bit of space here that we can get back down the side, get through Merlot, and yeah, just start the process of moving bales. So we should be able to grab two pretty handy. So we just feed, we just feed these directly to the cows as we are here. It should see us carry over a nice bit, and there we go. And we're going to have to do our best after that to get the rest of these into the shed out of the weather. So a little bit of a different day, but anyway, we just don't need to be too fussy with them. Did that work? That did work. So just so tight here. Yeah. But we'll just get these in out of the way. We'll continue on with this, and yeah, we're back probably a little bit earlier than what we were planning to, and that is purely down to we ran out of grass. So instead of me just doing this off screen, I said we'd start our year 4 on the farm. And it's kind of starting how we started year 2, is it? We were short of grass. Very similar kind of a running. Oh, but yeah, we'll probably be back here towards the end of February, early March, and all going well, guys, we will be in the fields. We have, as you can see, a load of manure, and we have a load of slurry, and all of it needs to be applied. So that will be our task going forward for the foreseeable future. So as we bait on here with this, and yeah, see you in a second, guys, and we'll, as I say, hopefully all going well, still have animals, and we'll be back doing a bit of field work. So see you in a second. And we are back, guys. So we've survived so far. We're into the 1st of March, and we still have our animals looking pretty well, and we still have 3 bales left over, so we've probably enough to carry us definitely through today and probably some tomorrow. And after that, we're going to be starting to get under serious pressure. So if we need to, we can pick up a few more bales. We'll have to make a few more phone calls and see what the story is. But for now, guys, our grass fields are in desperate need of fertilizer. So we are going to think hook up the manure spreader and start working on this big pile of manure here. We'll probably start by clearing out the shed first, actually, when I think about it. But yeah, that's going to be our task for the day, I think. We're just going to stick with it now and try and clear out the shed as best we can. So let me just drop me forks here. We don't need them anymore. The weather is still kind of chilly. It's not the most ideal conditions, I suppose, for doing what we're going doing, but it is something that needs to be done at the same time. So we're just going to crack on and get it done, because if we don't, our first yield of grass after all our work at the end towards the last year will be no good. So we'll just leave the loader here now a second, and we need to head down for our tractor. So we're just going to run down here, grab our Massey, which we parked in the shed to keep it out of the snow and stuff. And yeah, we'll get the Massey hooked up here onto the Bunnings manure spreader, and from there, guys, we'll be able to start throwing it out on the field. So we've quite a lot of it. I actually don't know the final number, but I wouldn't be surprised if we were in around the range of 200,000 litres of manure. It's just absolutely crazy. So, oh, and looking at that, we have a little bit in from last year. We nearly have a full load. So, yeah, and that's off to a great start. Take a wider swing here. That'll do. So where are we going to start? I suppose if we go for the big hilly field first, which does involve us travelling back the way we just came, but it's not the worst thing to do in the world. We'll get ourselves into position and we'll be able to track way out here now, guys. So, oh, caught the corner of the shed. Nice. So we're going to make sure we have the automatic activate. So we want a U. We haven't fertilized these fields before, so this is something we're going to have to do for the first time. If I lift up my rear tail, I should now be able to enable the spreading, and yes, we are. So if I jump out here and zoom out a little bit, guys, you'll see we are throwing out the Manock, and it is throwing it out quite heavy. So that's probably a good thing in a way, because we are going to use quite a good chunk of it. And this stuff has been sitting in the trailer since probably middle of last year. So I can't imagine that's the best thing to do, but again, don't know that we have much of a choice. I don't think you can unload this, so we have to bear that in mind as well. But we are back at it, guys. Field work is underway, so it's going to be a long, slow one. You can see the steam coming off this, so that's a good sign, I suppose. But yeah, we will have to really bet on here now and get this done. We have a bit of time to get it done. I suppose first cut won't be till probably the 1st of April. So we have a few days, and this is the main job we need to do. So we're just going to crack on now, get it out there, and hopefully it'll give us the best potential yield for our first cut. Second cut we'll probably end up using slurry. Probably spread slurry. I would imagine that's what we'll do. And we can just about see our lines, so we might have to stay external for a bit of this. But yeah, spread is going well, spreading well, can't complain with that. And we won't quite get to the corner, I think. But just gotta be careful not to topple. And hold her up, get back to the yard, and we are spreading manure, guys. So that's us. Yeah, it's been an interesting winter, challenging one. The running out of grass wasn't ideal, But yeah, I think we've survived this, and we still have a little bit of money in the bank, and we have a new telehandler. So all in all, not being probably the worst winter ever, but definitely a challenge. So that is where we're at, guys. Now, an interesting thing has happened as well. There is a farm after coming for sale, and not going to lie, I think if we were to buy it without this sale, it's in around the region of €1 million, or 1 point something mil, or 1.2 million, maybe in around that magic mark. Oh yeah, we've so much space to turn around in here now. So yeah, there's a farm for sale, guys. It's just intriguing me. Um, it would mean selling everything here, and we'd have a lot of transporting to do. We'd have to move animals, we'd have to empty out our slurry store and stuff, and we'd have to be able to buy it. We'd probably clear out the cows first. We'd have to probably buy it. What am I trying to say? We'd have to buy it while also still owning this farm. So if we're going doing it, we'll have to see what the money is going to do. Trying. But it's currently selling for around 350,000, so it is cheap. I have checked with the bank. We can take a loan out of 400 odd thousand if we so care. So I don't know, am I just dreaming? Maybe I am, maybe I shouldn't think of anything that crazy. It is a nice farm. It's a bit flatter than what we're currently working on, which would be ideal, but at the same time I do like what we have. So that is definitely one for you guys if you think we should attempt even to buy the new farm. It won't be cheap. No point saying anything else. It would be quite a step up in our loan scenario, and we definitely won't clear the loan and stuff before the end of this. So yeah, we just gotta play it by ear, really, I suppose, and see how we're going to do it. But for the most part, yeah, it's just something to think about. As again, will we actually do it? Probably not. Probably not. So we're just going to miss the trailer completely with that load. This should fill us though. There we go. So we'll be able to pick that up there in a sec. Yeah, we'll fix that mess. We better close the gate to the cows. We better actually, yes, we're flustered now after that little mishap we're doing so well. So we'll just pull forward here a little bit, and we'll jump out, and yeah, we should be able to pick that up pretty handy. Think we got it. So we're going to be confident to say we got all that, and we sure did. So we'll jump back into Massey here, guys, and proceed to try and clip another wall in a shed. Oh, just like that. Oh, such a rough, such a tight yard. Should be better this time, and away we go. So it'll probably take one more load after this to finish the field. I'd imagine it's quite a large field in fairness, and I think for our first cut it really is a case of, yeah, I can get that maybe now here. So we'll jump in there, and we should be able to spread that corner. Sweet. yeah, really is a case of this first cut. We just got to kind of build back up a bit of a stockpile of grass. Now we'll probably still sell a load of silage, or we'll try and count a field and see how many bales we have. But yeah, we'll definitely look to sell a load or two. But in the meantime, we do need to build back up our stocks, and we do need to carry a little bit just in case we run into an issue throughout the year where grass supplies run short, because we have a few new arrivals on the yard as well. There's a few new calves after being born, guys, so just puts, I won't say a little bit of pressure on us, but it just puts yeah, yeah, I suppose it does put pressure on us because we need all the grass now we can get again to feed more cows. Obviously we also have had a new arrival or new blast of sheep and stuff, so with all that said, there's a lot going on in the farm, and we just need to try and keep on top of it all, guys. So that should be enough of a headland. So what we're going to do now is, if I can, probably aim this direction, turn it back on, we just kind of zoom across the field this way. Slow down here because we don't want to come a cropper, and yeah, we're just going to try and I suppose keep it that we're always turning up the hill. Might be the best way to do this. That way we don't ruin ourselves and roll another tractor if you couldn't afford that. Oh, yeah, struggling for power. I won't say struggling for power badly on the hill, but it's definitely a good test of the massey here with this weight. Oh, we're just going to press on, guys, and get it done. If there's anything you'd like to see us try and venture into for this season, let me know and we'll do our best as well. Obviously finances, they're tight, but they're not that tight. We probably have a little bit more wiggle room this season. It's probably a shame that farm came up when it did. If it came up towards the end of this season, we probably would have had a better opportunity of jumping on it. So, but look, it is what it is. We won't complain too much about it. What we have is what we have, and it's quite a nice farm, and we've grown up quite well, and we can continue to grow it if we don't buy another farm. So, probably fairly self-explanatory. We won't mention it again unless we get close to the end of the sale thing, which will be probably April, maybe mid-April. And if it's there and it's in around the 450, half million mark, then it probably will raise and pique my interest again. But yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes. Might have to take a loan, but we'll probably be better off spent just expanding the portfolio of this farm as much as we can this season. And that's where my mindset would be. Possibly a new harvester at some stage if we can get there, which I think we should. And then just look at expanding, pick up another couple of arable fields, maybe a new tractor, you know, all the stuff that we kind of don't need, but be nice to have. So we're not even going to bother. We're just going to strike back to the farm because there's no point in even attempting to unload that. Oh, wow, we're hitting so much stuff today. Do I have my gate? Nope, my gate is closed. I thought maybe my gate was open. That's what caught on the trees. So we'll swing back in here, guys, and we'll load it up once more. Liking the look of that new Merlot. She is a tidy little yoke. So we'll swing it around, and it was a good idea to get rid of those sheds. Definitely give us space in the yard we need. So we better firstly open the gate here to the cows. And we are back to unloading. And hopefully this time we don't miss, because we were doing quite well the last time until we had that little mishap. Hey, nobody's perfect, guys. Nobody's perfect. So probably get another full load of manure out of the cows that we currently have, or out of this shed. We'll be thereabouts, and then we can actually start tucking into the big pile. Now I want to keep some of that manure this year for arable, so we're going to keep about 50 or 60,000 litres if we can. Just because I think it'll be a sound investment towards that end of the season. So we won't go too gung-ho on it. But yeah, we will definitely be cleaning out this shed properly as well at some stage. But for now, we're just happy to get the bulk of it. I think there's possibly another little bit in there that we'll try and get. But yeah. We have a little bit here at the end. We probably made a little bit of a mess there with certain things, but we should be able to get all that, or get the chunk of it. And yeah, we'll muck it out ourselves correctly then in a couple of days, because hopefully by that stage our cows will be back out on grass, and it'll take the pressure off us, and hoping. Oh, missed again. Seems to be always that final load that catches, so we're just going to again set ourselves up here to fix our mistakes. I think we're pretty happy with our cow shed for now, so we can leave that and we just roll forward once more. Forward. And we'll be into the manure pile after this, guys, so we can start working on that. We missed a nice bit there. So we'll now change our angle of attack to something like this. There we go. That's a full load and a half. So we'll shut it down and we'll head back for the Massey and finish off our first grass field of the season, guys. And that will probably see us sum up then the day. Don't clip, don't clip, don't clip. Oh, thank God. We're slowly getting better. Yeah, so we'll get this field done, and then we're moving on to the fields behind the cow shed. Actually, no, we'll move to the field here behind this pasture. We'll get that done, and then we'll only have the cow sheds left after that. So it should be fairly handy then. Oh, I think I pressed the wrong button. So I'm just going to face into this one, and this should be the only pass we need to do here. Should be enough to see this field finished out. And yeah, we're just going to bait on, guys, and we'll keep going on this off screen. We'll see how the cows hold up. Don't roll, don't roll, don't roll. Such a steep field. And if we're concerned about this one, the two in front of the house are those we wanted to buy from day one. Would be a nightmare, guys. So yeah, we'd have to probably reconsider that plan, or else put duals on the tractor maybe. That's another option. So what we're going to do here is we're going to cut straight across the pasture out the other side, and it's probably the shortest route to that field, and because we've no animals in there, I'm not too concerned. Is the gate open? The gate is open. Sweet. And we've managed to clip another thing. Shock. Just slip it in, and we're away. So we'll shoot up here to the top side of this field, guys, and yeah, we'll be into the grass field down here. And in fact, now that I think about it, this field probably needs a little bit of manure on it as well. Just so it produces the most amount of grass. And yeah, so we're going to have to spread on this field as well. And that just means that the cows will not be coming up to this field first. They'll be going to the one directly behind the shed, and that will give this one a good chance of reseeding. Now we ain't even going to attempt to make that turn. So we're going to bait on down the road here, and we'll turn into the field where we normally turn in, and that should be good enough for us, guys. Or it's not. Wow, I think we might actually be properly stuck. Yep, I think we're officially after getting that stuck, so we'll just do that. Not the best way of doing it, but this is quite a big manure spreader. We maybe need to look at a new manure spreader, one that's a little bit more agile. Oh Jesus, one that's a little bit more agile as I bounce off another ditch. And can we get in here? Just about. So we are going to go this way. We'll raise up, and we are spread. So I don't know how many more times we're going to clip stuff and hit things, but look, we're doing our best, and that's all we can ask for. And yeah, I think it's probably a good enough place to leave it. We are back, guys. Season 4 is underway. Season 4? Season 5? Season 4, I think, is underway on the farm. We are busy at a little bit of field work, getting things ready for first cut. All going well. That's probably where we pick it up. I can imagine there's not going to be a whole much more happen in March, unless again we're tending to animals and stuff like that. But yeah, I'd say for the most part now we are back out at it, back out doing grass, and yeah, we'll see what the season brings and what it entails for us as it develops. So as always, guys, I've been Snowman86. Thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoy what you see, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up. It means a lot. And if you want to see more content, guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button, so you don't miss out on the, what is it, every 2 or 3 days we seem to bang out an episode if we can. So until next time, guys, as always, thank you very much. See you all again. Take care.